All right. So here we go. Better news, good news. I got a little bit of good news here. And let's not forget, if y'all want to chat or whatever with me, I am on a little later since I don't have work now. Hey Moo Moo. Go put your thing up here real quick. Let's see here now. Y'all go check out Mumu and Mimosa. She be doing some interesting stuff, like real live stuff. Sometimes she gets into the tea. Me personally, I love the live stuff, but she has something for just about everybody, I think. So, anyways, let's move on into this. So, immigrant restaurant owners in New York get a boost from viral TikTok talker. Well, that's good. Which one is it? Because I don't know. I don't really be watching TikTok like that. So Jamie Noble, Nikki Gordon, and Nicholas Newvon standing outside Irie Jerk in Brooklyn, New York. So this was reported on the 17th. Clouds of pepper-filled smoke entice residents to stop by Irie Jerk 7 days a week in Brooklyn, New York on Norstrand Avenue. The small Jamaican restaurant perfectly fits the no-frills hole-in-the-wall aesthetic that locals flock to. Owner and head chef Nikki Gordon oversees 2 sizzling grills all day. She said her small business is doing so well that she sells an average of about 400 pounds of jerk chicken a day. Oh my God, those poor chickens. That's a lot of chicken compared to just a few dozen pounds per day last year. I have customers from Singapore, California, London, Gordon said. I mean, these people flew here just to get my chicken. Gordon is just the latest business owner in New York City to become a viral success thanks to content creator Nicholas Newvon. Well, that's good. If y'all want to do a restaurant, go look for this dude. That's very good. So Newvon, 29, has built a following of over 2.3 million people on TikTok. Newvon posts his travels around New York City's boroughs and profiles anyone willing to talk to him, with interviewees ranging from small business owners to street vendors and even just regular pedestrians. It's just me and my filmer, Jamie, or Jaime, and we almost never have a plan, Newvon said. Sometimes we'll walk like 30 blocks and nothing will happen, and sometimes we'll go out and we'll walk around and something will happen. His videos primarily focus on Caribbean communities, mostly in Brooklyn and Queens. I'm just somebody that's interested in cultures and communities and sharing with people, Newvon said. The taste for curiosity has even taken Newvon outside of the country as he traveled to Trinidad and Tobago and Grenada to expand his interview series. Sounds like he just really likes Caribbean people and islanders. After a short career working in human resources, Newvon turned to making videos, something he once just considered a hobby. I've been making videos since I was a kid for the last 10 years, Newvon said in a spontaneous street interviews are inspired by his childhood in both New Jersey and New York. I'm really just trying to reconnect what I experienced as a kid, said Newvon, who was born in Colombia. I remember growing up and everybody would just go outside, and whoever was outside, that's who you hang out with. And I think that was a beautiful about that is there's a spontaneity behind that. Yes, it is. It's very good. Shoot, if it brings somebody up that was at from the ground bottom, then damn it, let's do it. I love a success story. Which one was mine? Maybe later. The videos are part of the last evolution in food talk trends following the South Korean mukbang craze and the Keith Lee effect that went viral in 2022. On TikTok, creators like Lee and now Newvon have used their clout to highlight mom and pop restaurants, holes in the wall, and undiscovered gems. That's damn good. I like that. Sometimes I get tired of reporting all the fuckery. It makes me feel bad sometimes. Growing up, we idolize famous people, Newvon said, but it's Gordon and other everyday people who do extraordinary things, he added. Who are the people that we should be learning from? Gordon's spot, Irie Jerk, is the center of a bustling neighborhood with people from all across the Caribbean diaspora. Thank God I said that word right. There's a picture of the damn judge. This is who the judge is. You see that bald head? That's a black man. He's an ignorant ass man. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what color you are. If you do fuckery, I'm going to call you out. We have every nation you can think of, everyone, Gordon said. And the good thing is we all come together. One thing affects the Jamaican, it affects the Guyanese, it affects the Bajan, it affects a Trini. We just all come together. You know what I mean? Because it's one Caribbean, and that's what we have here in Brooklyn. Born in Spanish Town, Jamaica, Gordon said she owes everything to her family and the sacrifices the women in her life made for her. I think about my grandmother, born in 1915, Gordon said. I have two nieces that graduated Howard University. The younger one is summa cum laude, just got her nanotechnology degree from Johns Hopkins. They are descendants of a lady that used to sign her name with the red X because she couldn't read. Giving up is not an option, Gordon added. Had she given up, I wouldn't be here to tell you her story of how much sugarcane she used to chop. So they have to persevere. She chopped sugarcane, so I wouldn't. Once her family immigrated to the U.S., Gordon said her mother saved up enough money to buy all 7 of her children's buildings around the city so they could start their own businesses. I wish somebody did that for me. God dang. Opportunity and entrepreneurship are two of the main ingredients that make up the so-called American dream, but there are critical barriers to entry and challenges for many Black and brown business owners. Immigrant-owned small business comprise nearly half of New York City's roughly 220,000 small businesses, according to the Association for Neighborhood and Housing Development in the New York City. And while they contribute almost $200 billion to the city's gross domestic product annually, and an AHD survey said challenges such as high rents, barriers to loans, and harassment tend to threaten their survival. Yeah, it is. That is a very good mama. Oh, that is such a good mama. I mean, damn. While owning and running a small business has its ups and downs, Gordon said Nuvon's viral video made a huge difference in the profitability of her restaurant as it continues the fight against New York's growing waves of gentrification. Miracles happen every day, and they do exist, Gordon said. And I am happy for her, and I hope that those miracles continue to spread around the world. I need a little bit of it too. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm happy for her, and I'm not gonna sit up here. I'm trying to be more positive, y'all. Tomorrow I gotta go see someone about some stuff, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I feel like this next one is kind of educational, so y'all gonna have to put up with me. I love playing my little things when I get to them. So here we go.
Yeah, there's so many, hey, there's so many, yeah, there's so many shit, yeah. There's too many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. You know that. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't got a lie. They know we the vibe. We live in the proof. Young, conscious, shoot my life a movie. I live in a spook. Ain't no sticking around. I'm on the move. I'm checking the dose. Yeah, it's only us two. So you know we copping that coke. We on the roof smoking dope. Look at the view. Used to chill on the stove. Now we out here breaking the nose. Shit.
So yeah, I'm back. So 5 reasons why Senator Raphael Warnock brought the House down with his DNC speech. So everybody's been talking about Hillary, Mrs. Obama, Michelle, and Kamala, but I haven't heard much about him. So I felt like this would be a good one, and he seems like a very good man from what I've seen of his career so far. Night 1 of the Democratic National Convention was packed with great speakers, including some of the youngest rising stars in Congress, like Representative Jasmine Crockett, Democrat for Texas, and Representative AOC, I ain't saying that name, Democrat for New York. However, one of the most powerful speeches of the night came from Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock, who made an impassioned plea to voters to do everything they can to keep Donald Trump out of the White House. Let me spell that for y'all. D as in dumbass, R as in racist, U as in you an idiot. Actually, U as in unanimously horrible. Let's see. M as in moron, P as in peon, F as in fool. That's how you spell it. That's a jackass. Anyways, his speech had both style and substance, something we should expect from Georgia's first Black senator, who also happens to be the senior pastor of Ebenezer. Who the heck is Ebenezer? Because the only Ebenezer I know is from A Christmas Story. Who is Ebenezer? Because I hear a lot of churches being named after Ebenezer. Anyways, senior pastor of Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, the church that was once the spiritual home of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but convention goers who may have never spent time in a black church probably had no idea that Warnock was going to take them there with a speech that left the crowd on their feet. It's on YouTube and y'all probably wouldn't be able to hear it. Unfortunately, I would love to play it, but sometimes I fear that when I stay on something too long, I lose people. But anyways, let's check out the 5 reasons why this message was so effective. He tells a story of hope. It may be tough to see America as a land of opportunity when Drumpf is one of the candidates for the president, but Senator Warnock reminds the audience about the historical significance of January 5th, 2021, when Georgia voters sent him and Senator John Ossoff, the son of a Jewish immigrant, to Washington. The story is even more poignant because Warnock mentions that his mother, Verlene, who once picked cotton for sharecroppers in rural Georgia, was able to cast a vote for his son. I'm wondering if my mom was a sharecropper, because I know she had to pick cotton, but I know they had their own farm for a little bit. I wonder if that's what happened after the family split up. I think that might have been it, because she used to say that she had to stop going to school middle of the school year to help pick cotton. Fucked up. Because this is America, the 82-year-old hands that used to pick somebody else's cotton, somebody else's tobacco, picked her youngest son to be a United States senator, he said. He reminds us of our not-so-distant dark past. People tend to forget that this shit that went down didn't happen like centuries ago. This shit happened the same century as us, okay? Just one day after Warnock and Ossoff were elected to represent Georgia in the United States Senate, a group of MAGA extremists stormed the U.S. Capitol in an effort to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. Although they didn't get their way, Trump loyalists have not stopped trying to surpass votes for the other side. And she hated it. I bet she did. The lie and the logic of January is a sickness. It is a kind of cancer that metastasized into dozens of voter suppression laws all across our country, Warnock said. And then, like only a Baptist preacher can, Warnock made a significance of this election plain, calling it a choice between the promise of January 5th and the peril of January 6th. He preached a message of inclusion. Warnock has a front row seat for all of the crazy on Capitol Hill, but it's clear he still has hope for the future of the country with the right leadership. A vote is a kind of prayer for the world we desire for ourselves and our children. Our prayers are stronger when we pray together, he said. In a moment that got a huge reaction from the crowd, Warnock reminded voters that our next president needs to focus more than just their political base in a style that took us back to Dr. King's famous "I Have a Dream" speech, which was regretted later. I need all of my neighbors' children to be okay. Poor inner city children in Atlanta and poor children in Appalachia, he said. I need the poor children of Israel and the poor children of Gaza. I need Israeli and Palestinians. I need those in the Congos, those in Haiti, and those in Ukraine. I need American children on both sides of the tracks to be okay because we are all God's children. He called out Trump for his Bible stunt. I'm surprised that thing didn't blow up in fire. Donald Trump may be making a few coins selling his branded Bibles. That's not good. But Warnock wants voters to know that he hasn't bothered to open the book himself. You keep forgetting there's an F at the end. Trump. It's a what you call it? It's a German name, Trump, with an F. Let's see. I saw him holding a Bible and endorsing a Bible as if he needed his endorsement. He should try reading it, he said. Warnock then put an exclamation mark on his point, sharing Bible verses that no one would use to describe the Republican presidential nominee, including do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with your God, and love your neighbor as yourself. Warnock delivered his speech on Monday night, but it felt like Sunday morning when he spoke to the crowd in Chicago. It was clear to everyone watching that this man knows how to inspire crowd. His cadence, his use of repetitive words, and his bold inflections worked together to create a powerful and inspiring message that was a great way to open his historic Democratic National Convention. Oh, I can't read. Let's see. Real talk. I don't even need to watch this stuff because I already know. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. I don't trust the goddamn government. But if we're going to get effed, how you want to do it? You want to get effed rough or you want to get effed smooth? Either way, we're getting effed. And I'd rather have as smooth as possible.